Please be advised, Gaggle of Geeks contains strong opinions that may contain language unsuitable for young children. Now here are your hosts, Patrick Beatty and Chaz Campbell Evans.
Keep it change, you filthy animal.
What is up, my Gaggle of Geeks? Welcome to 2009. Chaz, we've made it through the decade. How crazy is that?
It's pretty crazy. It's crazy that we've been alive for that long.
Right? We thought 2000 was just going to wipe us out. Like everybody was hugging their electronics, being like, is this the end? Are we done?
Nope, they were 20 years late.
Shit. Yeah. Seriously, though, we started this really because we did not know what we wanted to cover, and we were tired of doing news stories about Batman being delayed or any other project being delayed. Really, this is all the news that we get right now, or just layoffs, things like that. It's exciting that we finally got like a cool groove on with this, and we've got two very special guests with us, and I'm excited. Do you want to introduce our first one?
Is it Mr. Landon Caston?
Yes, it is. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man.
I feel like I need like headphones. Like one music guy.
Oh, you definitely need headphones. Where are your headphones?
I don't have them.
Are you not a podcaster?
I plead the fifth.
He's a shit caster.
Wow. All right.
On so many levels.
Well, he's definitely coming back. Nice. And new to the show, I'm very excited to introduce. She is a co-host for Screen Fix Pod, and she has some hot takes for 2009 films. Please welcome the Lady One. How's it going?
What's up?
This is so cool.
Check the headphones, you guys. Like,
Headphones.
Just talking
We
about
got
headphones.
3 headphones.
get it together, Landon.
I know. Medical expertise with this whole style that I'm going with.
As long as there's not an echo, honestly, it works for me. Sweet. 2009, everyone. 2008 just happened. The Dark Knight just came out, and all of the film fans are freaking out about a new evolution, a new genre of film. And now we're going to get a lot of blue people. And that's going to just take over. But before the Smurfs, of course, obviously. Well, that's a perfect segue into our segment that we call So this means you guys know the drill already. We have these trailers, we have the sound bites of the trailers, and the goal is for you guys to guess what the movie is based on the trailer. Chaz is kind of a beast at this, and he does not like to play fair. I don't know if anyone has seen this, but he's kind of like when your dad plays basketball with you and is just like dunking and dunking and dunking because he can't lose the match, But eventually, someone will rise up and take him out.
Will it be one of you two? That's the real question.
Hey, last time I
Jesus,
played
that
this
sounded
game,
way too ominous. I'm gonna take him out.
You gonna slash my tires? Are you gonna cheat?
No, okay.
Maybe.
Well, there's no better way to start it than with this one, I think.
One of us died tonight. Somebody knows why. Somebody knows.
I heard he'd been working for the government. Maybe it was a political killing.
Maybe someone's picking off costumed heroes.
Rorschach, Watchmen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Was that from the director's cut?
Oh my God.
It was just.
Is that the Snyder cut?
I almost fell for it. I almost fell for that already. Damn it.
I didn't realize that came out in 2009.
Can you give Chaz? Can you say one nice thing about Zack Snyder? One nice thing. And I don't know why you've put me in this camp where I have to always defend him. Like, fuck you for that. First of all, I never wanted to wear a Snyder cut shirt, but you keep going against it and against it. And I have to play devil's advocate. But now I feel like I'm just a shill for the Snyder cut because of you. What do you got? What do you got to say about Watchmen?
I like it, actually. It's on one of my lists. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I like Watchmen too.
It's
I think
good.
director's cut, especially. Like, either go big or go
Oh my
home. You know.
God.
Hey, you know what? One of my favorite movies of all time, Dawn of the Dead, was done by Zack Snyder. So,
Yeah, it's before he went all CGI heavy.
hey, 300 was pretty good.
It's still CGI heavy.
Yeah,
300, well, 300 bought him Watchmen. Like that's
Yeah.
that's what got him the thing. And Watchmen, say what you want about, I guess, the ending and how they kind of twist that. However, they really keep it comics accurate as far as visuals goes. Like this is what made him a visionary director, where everybody is like, okay, I'll watch it because at least I know the visuals are going to look good.
Yeah. That's the thing. I will say that about Zack Snyder. No matter how much I joke about it, I think he's a great visionary director. So,
oh my God, look at you!
It's like you're reading the trailer.
Oh my goodness, it's so sweet.
I'm actually expecting a phone call from him where he's like,
I figured.
Thank you so much."
I think we already did that one, Chaz. You don't remember the Snyder Cut phone call? No, okay.
Oh no.
Well, that was Landon that got the point, right? There's really no points to this. Oh, actually, there is. There's something that we can give away.
Come on, you promised.
There is a giveaway for this. You guys like Ex Machina? Because I've got a digital copy of it.
Oh shit! All right.
Okay.
So now there's
Stakes are
something.
high.
There's
Alrighty.
something on the docket, and it's not having Chaz send you his nudes, which I don't know why you wanted to do that for the loser. They're already down. Make him hang on to that for like a full week.
Well, at
And
least
then
somebody will
prove
send
it?
them nudes. I don't know.
Your fans only account.
Yeah.
All
Of my feet.
let's segue horribly into.
We're actually one of the few non-zombies left because we always play it safe.
Drive slow, keep your eyes peeled.
Bummer.
I haven't cried like that since Titanic.
How about we play the quiet game?
I've actually been meaning to ask you.
Maybe never play the quiet game.
Zombieland.
Yes.
Yes, nice. Jesse
Wait,
Eisenberg.
Was that Lady One?
I think Lady One got that one.
I did just yell it immediately. So if that counts, yes.
No, it does count because this automatically mutes everybody during the clip. So whoever I hear first, like that's automatically a person. Chaz was doing the thing where he would just start mouthing it, and I could see him in the video, like it's this one. But yeah,
I like that
Zombieland.
movie.
It's a terrific film.
I got it down.
It uses Metallica songs in a very badass way.
Oh, that intro.
Anyone seen the sequel?
I did.
Yeah, double tap.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad. It's entertaining.
For a sequel, a comedy sequel that's a decade after,
Yeah.
not too bad. It's
pretty
not
entertaining.
Zoolander 2.
No.
It's not Dumb and Dumber, which I think was like 2 or 3 decades past.
It's not the next Dexter season. Wait, what? No. Okay, let's continue.
Oh.
Do you have anybody have hot takes on Dexter coming back?
Yeah.
Not a fan? Not a fan.
I'm a diehard fan of Dexter. The last season let me down, but I'm a big fan.
It let me down too.
I think it let
Really,
everybody
she
down.
dies of a blood clot? No. It's not. It's not how that's going. I
don't think you
so much.
I don't think you could come back from that. That's my question: is how are they going to come back from that and make it Dexter?
I don't know.
What if they better call Saul it and kind of be like, well, there's a point between season 3 and 4 that we didn't show you, and they'll bring back Rita, and they'll bring back. Could be something. I don't know. I've been watching Better Call Saul a lot lately.
It's a great show.
Go get Train to Killer again, and we'll start from there.
Yep, definitely. Right, let's move to our next one, and this was one that we'll talk about it.
I love the Smiths.
Sorry?
I said I love the Smiths. You've great taste in music.
You like the Smith?
Yeah. To die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. I love them.
Holy.
500 Days of Summer.
500 Days of Summer. It's on my list.
Landon got that one.
Yes.
All right.
It's so good.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh
We will
God.
fight you.
We like
Not.
Well, let's talk about 500 Days, because honestly, the further down into the wokeness spiral that we're going, and it's a great spiral for a lot of different reasons. 500 Days of Summer has become a little bit controversial, specifically in Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character and how he treats Zooey Deschanel.
Yeah.
What do we think about this? Has it aged well, or has it actually given some stuff that's weird?
I think it's had a glow up. I think people get it more now.
Yep.
No, go ahead, Chaz. What you got?
I was gonna say, like, was that the intention at the time that it came out?
Yeah, I think people missed the point when it came out, and I think it took people too long to get what that movie was.
Mm-hmm. I can honestly say I was watching that movie, I think kind of going in between a breakup, and I was not getting it the right way. Like, I was like, oh man, I know film so well. This tells me so much. But then when you watch it later, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have rooted for that.
So I actually watched it for the first time 2 months ago.
Okay, I kind of did too. Keep going.
Yeah. Well,
Keep going.
and I just, by the end of it, I was just like, this is toxicity 101. And there was no lessons learned at all for him. And he's going to repeat the cycle.
It's some little dick energy.
Yeah.
It's some little dick energy for sure.
I feel like he got it a little. And I feel like there was something there.
He's charming as fuck in that movie.
Yeah.
The Hall and Oates sequence with him and birds and dancing with everybody, and when he looks in the rear view, then the reflection, and it's Harrison Ford swicking his hair back. It's amazing. I love that sequence so much.
I visualize myself when I leave my house. You know, that's how I do it.
Well,
I look in any review and it's Danny DeVito staring at me just.
Well, I will say that there is a sequence in there. Can I spoil it? Like, is that okay?
We don't have a spoiler alert.
11
We
years.
should make one of those.
Yeah, we should make one. Anyways, so like when he meets back up with her after their initial breakup, and she invites him, you know, like when they meet at the wedding, and she invites him over to the party or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that coming at all, that like she'd be like engaged or whatever. And then when it hit, I was like, fuck, that's something I would do. Like, be that blindsided by it.
Yep. Oh, the reality versus expectations. That's what every film school student did for their first project. I didn't go to school. Let's move over to the next one.
His life is fantastic.
Pure wild animal craziness.
His wife is fantastic.
If what I think is happening, it better not be.
I love Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Lady One. Woo!
Yes, it's
Dang.
so good.
I've never seen it.
Oh my god,
George Clooney.
It's literally like my best of the year.
Did you spoil your list a little bit? Oh shit!
Just a little, because holy shit, it's so good.
Tell us more. This is Wes Anderson. This is a stop motion film.
It's amazing. Like the voice cast is incredible. The performances are amazing. The animation is beautiful, and it's just so fucking sweet. Like it is. It's lovely. I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. Like literally, like on my list, I'm looking at it right now. Best of the year for 2009.
If you had an ex-fiance like I did, this is my first one.
Wow, that's how you're starting yours, Landon.
Okay.
It was good, but after watching it 100 times, it was all right.
Oh, I love it so much.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Patrick, how'd you feel about it?
I think it's great. Wes Anderson is a really good director, and it's his stop motion. Doesn't he had Isle of Dogs and Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't think he's done any others other than those two. And I would definitely go Fantastic Mr. Fox over Isle of Dogs. Yeah, check that one out instead.
So the warm fuzzies of Fantastic Mr. Fox are unmatched.
So is it blasphemy to say like I'm not a fan of Wes Anderson? I don't hate him.
That's fine.
I think he has a style that's not for my likings. Okay.
I think that's a very reasonable take. He is very specific, and if you don't like it,
and he's good at what he
like it.
I have no issue with the guy at all.
And may I say, Wes Anderson may work better for you in this different type of format, rather than a live action form.
Because it won't feel distracting. Like, why is everything dead center in the frame? Because it's an animation, so it'll feel like it should be that way. Give it a shot.
I'll add to my list.
You should. It's so good.
Speaking of films that have dead center framing.
Look at this place. I feel smarter already. Can you smell it?
Yeah, it smells like $40,000 a year.
This isn't my war.
I fear it soon will be.
Revenge of the Fallen.
Come on,
Chaz. Chaz is on the board.
Oh.
That's on one of my list.
Hey, which trailer?
Oh.
What list is it on, Chaz? Recommended?
Yeah, the Bayhem list.
So that Revenge of the Fallen was caught right in the middle of the writer's strike, and you feel that so much in this.
I didn't know that.
Garbage.
That makes sense though.
It was horrible.
It's absolute garbage.
That was like one of the worst films of 2009.
What's up, Jay?
Jay says, "Hey." Nice. Yeah. Do we need to talk any more about that?
No. Just move
Okay,
on.
let's move to the next one. Okay.
I have a request. Someone I want to see. There isn't any time to waste then, is there?
It does make a considerable difference to me having someone with me on whom I can thoroughly rely.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
Madam, I need you to remain calm, and trust me, I'm a professional. But beneath this pillow lies the key to my release.
Is that Law-Abiding Citizen?
No, it isn't. Interesting though.
Is that Sherlock Holmes?
Shit. Yeah. Damn.
I blanked. I couldn't figure it out.
I didn't know that at all.
That's a good. Hey, that's a good poll. Guy Ritchie. I really liked this film when it came out.
I like
had
Guy
a lot of
Ritchie.
fun with it. And Robert Downey Jr. It's funny to know how many characters in the MCU or superhero characters have played Sherlock Holmes at this point. I think there's been like memes coming out of now showing all three of them, and like Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Superman all being Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. Also, we have 2 Watsons in the MCU. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Martin Freeman is in the MCU.
And Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Yeah, we got both of them. It's
so funny.
fine.
Wait, who does Jude Law play in the MCU?
Oh, Captain Marvel. Marvel.
Yeah, he's the villain.
He's a bad guy.
That's right.
Wait, is he Marvel? I don't want to get attacked.
He's got a stupid name though. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's hyphenated. It's dumb. He has contact lenses. It's fine.
Patrick, you can't get any bad as I did with the whole Bane thing. So,
well,
you want so.
No, Landon.
Is that why you haven't
no.
been on for a while, Landon?
I was embarrassed.
Okay. Yeah, he's been banned until he's just been knocking on the door. If anything, I've been pestering him to come back onto the show to redeem himself.
I need as much.
Yep. All right, let's move over to the next one.
What is random?
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play mommy and daddy.
No way.
That sounds so familiar.
That's a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Last House on the Left.
Is that Ghost of Girlfriend's Past?
I don't think it's that.
Well, play it one more time.
I'll give a hint.
Okay,
before we jump in. The lead in this was also in one of the trailers that we previously showed.
What is random?
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play mommy and daddy.
No way.
Wolfman.
I still have no idea.
Dude, here's the thing though, because then she's like, "We can play mommy and daddy." It reminds me of the scene in You're Next when they have that weird scene, but that's in 2013.
Don't rely too much on that, and more like the sultry tone that she has. She's kind of seducing him.
Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body.
Oh.
She wasn't in one of these trailers.
Yeah, she was.
Revenge of the Fallen.
I thought that was the third one. Oh, that's
That's Dark of the Moon.
Okay,
How
ignore me.
could you
It's okay.
not know that with
You've
the
seen one
intuitive
Transformers. You've seen all of them.
name. Can you tell by the name what fun it is?
Revenge of the Fallen of the Moon of Dark.
After the first one, kind of went like,
yeah. It's true.
Jennifer's Body is actually pretty good horror film. I enjoyed it. Megan Fox is good in it.
One of her only good roles she ever did.
Well, nobody said anything to that response. Jeez, you guys ever seen Jennifer's Body?
No.
I have like back in 9th grade.
Yeah.
I still remember when she like puts the lighter to her tongue. It's like, and that's how she's proving she's a vampire, that's not how vampires prove that they're vampires.
No.
I've seen one. I've
Yeah.
never seen Nosferatu come out from underneath somewhere and just.
Well,
I think it's vampires. It's something like that.
She was like I don't know what she was. I thought she was just playing herself.
Alrighty, well,
Was it your
with
ex?
that being said, next one.
You lost your mother in the fire. Maybe it's not such a bad thing to forget. Go home. You'll figure it out.
We need to find out who Rachel Summers really is.
I want you to think about whether or not you are ready to be part of this family.
You know what, Anna? I don't think this is going to work out.
Also a horror film. That came out. And it is, I believe, a either reboot or remake of an international film, if I'm not mistaken.
Got invited?
Yep, Landon got it. Get invited.
Oh, nice.
Was that the orphan? It was the orphan, right? The
I think so.
original.
Oh.
The orphanage?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, the orphan. Something like that. I
Orphanage.
gotta look it up.
I have a hard time with movies that are like subtitles the entire time. Like, because I have ADD, so it's hard for me to focus. But The Orphanage was one of the films that I was like, straight on.
It's based off A Tale of Two Sisters, which is a Korean film.
Okay, cool. So I was still wrong, but I was kind of right if you think about it. Let's
Not
move
really.
over. God damn it. Yeah, fine.
Counts for me.
Well, let's see if you guys can get this one now.
Now, this is going to be a little difficult, so stay with me. How much does your life weigh? Imagine for a second that you're carrying a backpack. You start adding larger stuff. Clothes.
I see
tabletop
Chaz
appliances,
already
lamps.
just yelling.
And finally, your husband, your wife,
but he's not on screen.
boyfriend, your girlfriend. Get them into that backpack. Feel the weight of that bag. Make no mistake, your relationships are the heaviest components in your life.
Air, up in the air, up in the air, up in the air.
So good.
Is that the equivalent of button mashing?
Yeah.
You know how long I was saying that for the entirety of that trailer.
Up in the air. I like this film as well. George Clooney does a good job in it.
It's on
He
my
was in
mind.
2 films that year because he was also in Fantastic Fox.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Yep.
And speaking of a word that's in that trailer,
Good afternoon. Are you in need of any assistance today, sir?
No,
I could help you cross the street.
no,
I could help you cross your yard.
no.
I could help you cross your...
Up, up, up.
okay. You find a way to hack this every time, and you're the co-host.
I know,
You don't
it's
find, why are you
unfair.
finding a way to.
Unfair.
Oh my god.
Good. I don't want your freaking nudes.
Right. It's okay. He just sends them anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, how many do we have left?
Just so you know.
We have 4 left. All right, let's get through these.
You want to go to Vegas without me? That is totally cool.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, Phil and Stu, they're your buddies, and it's your bachelor party, and those two love you.
It's The Hangover.
Yeah.
What's that?
Shut up, Chaz.
The Wolf Pack, guys. The Wolf
Actually,
Pack.
I have a funny
Wolf
story
Pack.
about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on anyone's list? First of all.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. What's the story?
So my cousin, so this is like when I was like under 17, obviously. I was in 9th grade. And so he tried to take me to the movie, and the theater was like, that's a no-go. And he kind of lied. We did an awful lie. I'll tell you guys off air because it's really awful.
Wow. You can't tease like that. And then not. No,
But-
you're gonna have is this anything that the police can come after us for?
Statute of
No,
limitations.
but it's something
percent
like
of
a dignity thing, you know? Like, I can't believe we actually stooped
A
that
dignity thing. Oh, then we have to do it on air. Then
This
we
is
definitely.
I'm not doing it on air. I'm really not doing it on air. But
we will be looping back to this.
We
That
will
is, we're going to be looping back to this
but
on air.
basically, the theater is like, okay, we'll allow it this one time, but that's it.
Was it sexual favors?
No. It's
Okay.
I'm
Because you just
ashamed.
said you're underage, and that would lead to police problems.
it.
Yeah, no.
All right. God, moving.
I'm putting together a special team. We're gonna be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis. Sound good? Yes, sir!
Bastard.
Where's Bastards?
Yes, Landon got it. Landon got Inglourious Basterds. Awesome. I think right now it's about tied between all three of you. No, who's above? Chaz, have you been counting?
No, I already have that movie,
my
so
God.
it's between those two.
All right, so we've
Lady
got
Blonde's in the lead.
we've got 2 left. Who will win? Let us see.
I'd like to talk to you about a fresh start on a new world. You'd be making a difference.
I became a Marine for the hardship. I told myself I can pass any test a man can pass. All I ever wanted was a single thing worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo. Their village happens to be resting on the richest deposit, and they need to relocate.
Pocahontas.
Avatar.
Or Fern Gully.
How come I blanked on that?
Pocahontas 5.
Hair sex.
Oh, yeah. Alien hair sex.
Dances with Wolves.
Braids on braids.
Everything else that they ripped it off from.
I don't know.
Nope, Avatar is right. Lady One turns in. So now we've got one more. Landon, you have the opportunity to tie it up, and then we go to sudden death. Which I don't have a trailer for it, which means I think we have to try to kill each other.
Oh,
okay.
It might actually become sudden. I hope this digital copy is worth it.
Like
This is fine.
Japanese films that have anything with lady in it that she just kicks the other guy's ass. So I'm pretty sure I don't stand a chance. So
All right, well,
let's do
that's the confidence we need going into this next one. Here we go.
The refugee camp set up to separate aliens from the general population.
They told me I was gonna get a vest. Don't worry about the vest, it'll be fine.
District 9.
District 9! Yes! Winner! Here one. You win your copy of Ex Machina if you don't already have it. Or if you do, whatever. I'll just give you a code and you can pass it on to any of your followers over at ScreenFixPod.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a fun game. I'm glad that that was a good ending of this decade with some good trailers. Now let's jump into everybody's list because I know that we've all wanted to talk about these. Chaz has said that there's a ton of underrated films for him. I know that Lady One has been posting on Twitter that she's got some hot takes about this.
I do.
I'm ready for this. So I want to start with Landon. Let's go for the 3 underrated films that you have. 3 underrated.
So I would say A Serious Man was one of them. Ponyo was another one. And this one's going to give me a lot of crap, but I really like The 9. Just because I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan.
Interesting. What was the second one that you mentioned?
Ponyo?
Ponyo.
I have no idea.
That's an animated one.
Tell me more about this. I have no point of reference.
Have you ever seen the movie? He's like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke.
Okay, so this is a Studio Ghibli?
Yes, this was one of theirs.
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of remember this.
It's about a little fish that becomes a little girl, and then she's getting away from her evil dad in the sea. It's pretty cool. I liked it, but I like Studio Ghibli films, so that's why.
And 9, I do remember seeing that because it was a little traumatizing for me, if I'm being honest.
It's really like psychological, not like psychological in a bad way, but like you're really confused what's going on the entire time. But I like Ryan Reynolds, and I thought he did a really good job in this film. And I like the whole basis behind the whole story. Actually, I almost got a tattoo like his just because of that movie.
Oh.
Ooh, what would it have been?
The 9. It'd be like rubbing
Just
and rolling right there.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, those are great recommendations and underrated. I think, like, honestly, I need to look up a couple of these just to see the trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
Lady One, what do you have for your underrated films?
All right. I have more than 3. Just
We're using the Chaz rule. The Chaz rule is up.
all right. Well, I'll focus it. I have to say 500 Days of Summer, even though we've covered it. Like, it underrated for the time because people didn't get it. People thought it was just another one of those movies about a weird girl and a guy who has a crush on her. And it was so much more than that. I also gotta say, I Love You, Man. Like a nice emotional movie about male friendship, like the right combination of heart and also gross out humor. Loved that one. And then The Hangover is problematic, but great. Like,
Problematic by its greatness.
Yes, like it's you just have to accept it's Vegas. Like it's messed up, but we're all on board for it, right? Like
Mike
that's
Tyson punches Ed Helms in the face. Like,
it's fine.
you can't get better than that.
Yeah, it's fine. There's a lot of room for you. It's fine.
Yeah, and he has a tiger in real life.
That's true.
Have you seen the videos of him training this year?
Oh yeah,
because he's back. He's gonna fight a couple people, and like, dude's a beast. Still, I don't know how old he is, but shit.
So you can bite more ears off.
I'm going to MMA, UFC.
Oh man,
that'd be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
Everybody wear ear muffs, something. Those are just 3, though. You had other.
Oh, I'll throw in. I had Zombieland, which we played earlier. Love it. And then the other one I had is The Proposal. It's like a fucking perfect rom-com, man.
Mm-hmm. Betty White's in that too, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
I remember seeing this in theaters. I liked it a lot.
It's so good. More Ryan Reynolds.
I know, right? You can never go wrong with Ryan Reynolds.
No.
Yeah, 2 Ryan Reynolds underrated.
Have you ever? Okay, this is off topic. Have you ever seen Buying the Cow?
No.
That was actually one of the first Ryan Reynolds movies I ever saw. It's probably not for the younger minds, but it's actually it's hilarious. It's I highly recommend seeing it.
I'll check it out.
Mike Tyson is 54 years old.
Wow. Oh,
That's
Just Friends
crazy.
is so good.
Just Friends. That's a good recommendation. I'll take that
good.
too.
Yes.
Lady One, those were great. Chaz, I'm sure you have about all of the rest of the underrateds. Let's hear them.
I'll just do 5. I'll do 5 since she kept it at 5.
I'll just do 5.
Yeah.
I have the remake of The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. I think it's a solid remake, and it's also by Tony Scott, which is Ridley Scott's brother. And it has was it named John Travolta? Yeah. So
what's his name? John Travolta.
You know that guy.
And Denzel Washington.
And Denzel.
Next, I have Law Abiding Citizen. I know that movie got criticized, and I think it's fucking awesome and fun, and has a great soundtrack. No, it's Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, there's a lot of twists in there. It's probably very absurd. I think that's what one critic said it was, but it's fun. That's good. I also have Antichrist, which is Lars von Trier's little film. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody, but if you like experimental, mindfuckery, disturbing stuff, by all means, take a wind of that. I also have what's it called? 17 again. Zac Efron.
Oh shit.
I really enjoyed that one. And then I also have Halloween 2, Rob Zombies. That one, I think it's fun. It's underrated. I know a lot of people don't like Rob. I know. But it's more surreal than like any of the other Halloween flicks, which I think is kind of like a fun take on a slasher genre. So that's my 5 underrated.
I like him. I think that's a good list.
Do I get 2 more now that everybody else said 5?
You can. Please.
Add
Do
2 more.
Hurt Locker. That was a really good film. How is that not mentioned?
That's
Hurt
a good
Locker,
one.
and
Because I never saw it.
Is it's kind of a toss up between Two Lovers and Coraline.
Okay.
Oh.
Coraline was on my list for underrated.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Also, I had Sherlock Holmes because I think that one is overlooked at this point as being like, oh yeah, it's Robert Downey Jr. doing Robert Downey Jr. and we all love him for it. But for the time, it was really like they brought Sherlock Holmes back from the dead, pretty much.
Yes.
BBC Sherlock was not there.
Yeah.
And then also I have, I'm just going to do 3 for this. The Haunting in Connecticut.
Okay.
I thought it was a pretty good horror film. Scared the shit out of me growing up. What they do with the eyelids. I saw that just a couple days ago and it still freaks me out.
You don't do that with your eyelids?
Oh, when you had a few drinks and you're just hanging out with someone, you're like, hey, let me see your fucking eyelids.
Fine.
So I'm not coming over ever.
Yeah, don't. I'm just for more than one reason. Wear a mask, everybody stay safe, social distance, stuff like that. What's the thing that you just posted, Chaz, on Twitter that our ICU unit is like up at 98% capacity?
104%. The U of U.
Jesus.
Yep.
Wear a
Not a good
damn mask, everybody.
Oh boy.
No, because you already have people saying, "Well, I was in the hospital and they had beds open, so it's fake." And you know
was that?
Fuck
What was
you.
that? What was that accent? What do they sound like?
Oh, you know, I can't do it. I'm on the spot. This is fucking weird.
Paranorman. That's a great one, Sheena.
Ooh.
It's a good pick. Rob Zombie's Halloween is up there as well.
Actually, okay. So I do a 31 days of Halloween marathon, and I try to at least watch 1 or 2 horror films a day. I did a Rob Zombie kick where I watched Lords of Salem. You know, I watched 31. You know, Devil's Rejects, all those. Okay, he's not good with dialogue at all.
No, of course not.
And I'm pretty sure I saw more naked old ladies than I wanted to see in my entire life. So
wait, hold on. You're not into naked old ladies?
Not old ladies.
Oh.
So,
well, maybe
we already
you're not
talked about the
audience.
producers. You know what else was an underrated film? Whip It. Have you guys seen Whip It?
Whip It good? No, I have not seen it.
I like Whip It. Roller derby. It's fun. Ellen Page. Fine. Whatever. Whatever. Let's move into our. What do we want to do, Chaz? Best or worst?
Let's do best.
Best. All right. Then I'm going to kick it off with you. Then, what are your best?
Actually, Star Trek. J.J. Abrams' Star Trek with Chris Pine.
Of course.
It's fun. It's a fun take on Star Trek, and dude, light flares. It's sexy. It's a sexy movie.
And they were, even though they were gratuitous, they weren't overtly like in your face like Into Darkness was.
Exactly. Yeah. I like it, man. It's fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I have Up in the Air as well. I think that's another great movie. That's why I got excited when you played the trailer. I also have Judd Apatow's Funny People.
Oh.
So I think that's a fun movie, and I'm a huge fan of Apatow.
Nice.
Are we doing 3 or are we doing 5?
Yeah, I just figure everybody's just going to kind of start throwing them out. So if you had more, I was just going to let it happen.
Okay, well, I also have Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince.
Nice.
And I also have Bruno. I think it. I know. I know.
Why?
Okay.
Why?
Because of it's so out there and it pushes boundaries like none other. And you know, it's not for everybody. Definitely not. But the fact that he fucking went through that and did that and we got it, like I'm not surprised anymore by anything he does anymore. I think that movie just showed me what he's actually capable of.
Yeah, I had to put that up because Sheena, I'm with you on this. I remember watching this in a theater, being a high schooler and saying, "This is too much."
That's definitely too much.
That shouldn't happen. If you're in high school and you've already seen Borat and you know this guy and you're like, "Whoa."
Wait, yeah, he takes Borat and then he like elevates it to like something even more where you're just okay. I didn't know you could actually do that in a fake costume and put yourself in these weird situations.
Bruno seems like something that would be written by the Always Sunny people, not the actual actors, but their characters. Like their characters would have wrote Bruno. He would have been a crime sniffing dog as well. All kinds of weird stuff.
Dude, okay, wait, hold on. Why is there not like an It's Always Sunny like movie?
I don't know. Probably because the studio didn't realize that they're still like going. They're like, "Oh crap, you're on season 13?" That's where we had no idea.
It's crazy. It's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
That's one of my favorite series. Like, it's so good. And Sacha Baron Cohen. Let's talk about Trial of the Chicago 7, which is out today.
And
He does an
Borat
incredible
2 comes out. Oh, sorry.
Borat 2, yes. Borat 2 is coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still going. Bruno, it was one of the things like with the Ali G show. I don't know if you guys have watched his HBO to Ali G show thing.
Yeah.
But his takes, Bruno worked better in the show than it did in the film. And I don't necessarily understand why. Maybe he just only works in small, portions, but I don't know. I could see why you would like it because it's still his humor, but can we just say it's the dick shot? It's that whole thing where it's like,
Dude, it's so crass. It's hard to recommend. It's more crass than super bad. Like, let's put it that way.
yeah, it is. Absolutely. Well, Landon, what do you have for your best?
All right. So my favorite film 2009 was The Collector. Have you ever seen that movie? Collector?
No, tell us more.
No.
Such a dark film. It's about this this guy who breaks into a house, and it's already been kind of overtaken by this killer. And I don't want to like spoil anything, but it is so dark, but it's so good. I highly recommend it. Brothers is another good film. I really like Brothers that came out that year.
That's a good movie, yeah.
Here's kind of my softer side. It's called Hachiko. It's got, let me remember his name, Richard Gere, and it's about a dog he finds. It's a really sad ending. Like I highly recommend it. It'll make you cry at the end. Yes, I do cry. It's true. Inglourious Bastards, of course.
Oh fuck, I forgot that one. That's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just realized I made a mistake. Okay, the movie 9 does not have anything to do with Ryan Reynolds.
Well, there's 9, and then there's The 9.
Yeah,
and they both came out in 2009.
Oh.
Let's just act like I never said that.
Hey, you could have slid right past this, but you know what? You have integrity. You went back and you said, "Look, I made a mistake." And we're not gonna take you out of it, at all. But let's move on to the next people that we want to talk about. I'm just kidding. He's back.
It's like I think it's tradition now. Every time I come on your show, I have to make one big mistake. It's just how it goes.
Dude, this whole podcast is one big mistake.
Perfect.
Oh,
but anyway, I think it's either The Collector or Inglourious Bastards. That's my favorite film. So
that's good.
Awesome. That's a good list. Lady One, what do you have for your best?
All right, so my best 3 are all trailers that you played tonight. They are fantastic, Mr. Fox, as we previously discussed. Up in the Air, like, oh my God, that movie's so good. I can't even deal. And then Inglourious Bastards, it's fucking perfect. Like, it's perfect.
It really is.
Yeah. Those are the best 3. Like, this is not even a discussion. Those are the best 3 movies of the year.
Gina really liked us taking you off the air for some reason. I think we'll have to utilize that option with this. We're still messing with StreamYard, and there's so many weird things that we can just throw in to mess with each other. Inglourious Bastards is so good. That is a terrific list, and I'm going to steal some from you. Inglourious Bastards is on my list. District 9 is on my list as well. I really think that obviously is his best film that director has done. I really wish that we've gotten to see what his Alien would have looked like. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. But District 9 is super good, even though my wife thinks the aliens are the most disgusting looking things on the planet, and she cannot watch it for that reason alone.
That's my type.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, if Rob Zombie put those in his movies, I think he could have more of a wide audience than older ladies.
Oh no.
I don't know where to go with it.
What's your second best film?
No, third best. Third best. And I'm putting this in because we've not really discussed it too much, but The Blind Side is a fantastic movie. Came out in 2009. It's very good. Sandra Bullock is incredible. Did she get nominated for something, or did she actually win?
I think she won the Oscar that year.
Yep, I believe so too. Yep, such a good movie.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know. Fact check it. We've got people in the comments too. That can just be
money on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did.
Hey, if you get it wrong, just blame it on me.
Landon sent me a link, and it was the wrong link.
She did win. Holy shit!
Yeah, she did.
What?
Two great films that year.
Chaz, you know not to challenge me when I'm not sure about something, because it usually turns out that I'm right.
Dude, she won a lot. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
She won everything for that.
She did a great job.
Okay, well, fuck me, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, don't underestimate the combination of playing like a really likable real life person in combination with getting divorced from a neo-Nazi. So that all helped.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot about that.
That was a
Holy
perfect
shit.
storm of like, and now I'm divorcing my neo-Nazi husband who cheated on me, and they're like all the awards, Sandra. All
Wait,
the awards.
who was she married to before?
Was it?
Do we need to say the name or can we just say a neo-Nazi?
Just
I think that would make it even better.
I'll look it up.
I'll look up too, because I'm not sure either.
Well, Chaz, why don't you also tell us that story that you had about the hangover and how you got into the movie?
No, that's definitely off air.
No, it's totally fair.
No, it's really off air.
Okay, all right.
It has to do with the horrific event. That's all I'm going to say.
A horrific event?
Yes.
I mean, it's October. It's the time for her.
Did you do like some type of insurance scam where you jumped in front of a car like on the theater's lot? And you were like, "Ah, my arm! You better let me into this film, or I'm gonna sue your asses."
See, here's the thing: if you had a Patreon, we'd be like, "Oh, we could tease this for the Patreon people, right?"
We do have a Patreon, Chaz.
We have a
God damn
Patreon.
it.
Do it then.
Oh, we'll tease it for Patreon then.
Yeah, that's honestly a good idea, and I get nothing from this. That's a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll get his feet pics. Let's move on to the
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Fine. But I don't get any percentage of that. Lady One, what do you have for the worst, the garbage pile of 2009?
All right, only 3 because I try not to be too negative. Year One.
Ugh.
I saw that. First of all, I saw 2 out of my worst 3 in the theater, and I feel like that's why I'm so mad about them, because I paid money and I sat and I had nothing but that movie. Year One was so terrible. I wanted it to be funny and silly and like cheesy humor, and instead it was a slog and awful and not funny. It was just Michael Cera and Jack Black being like, "We don't know what to do. We have nothing for you. I'm so sorry." It was terrible.
They had every opportunity to make that a good film.
Yeah, it was
you've
right
got
there.
Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Fucking do
you've
it.
got your straight man that's perfect, and you've got Jack Black that's just all over the place, but could also give you a good, serious acting performance or an emotional one.
Yep.
And they just fuck it up.
They just whiffed. They whiffed so hard. It's truly, truly terrible. My next one is He's Just Not That Into You, or Emotional Manipulation, the movie.
Isn't that 500 Days?
Just no, that it's so bad. It's brutal. It is just vignette after vignette after vignette of like toxic relationships presented as romantic comedies. It's trash.
Yeah, I almost thought you said All About Steve.
I felt like that was like low-hanging fruit, and I wasn't going to pick that.
Poor Sandra Bullock. You get an Oscar and a Razzie the same year.
Yeah, honestly, it's an accomplishment. Like, good for her. Yeah, oof. He's Just Not That Into You was terrible. And then my last one is a movie that came out in 2009, obviously, but I didn't see until probably a year ago. Gamer.
What?
It is so fucked up and awful and like just upsetting at a base level of humanity. It is the worst movie.
Wow.
It's underrated for me. So, you know, we're out there.
It's so bad. I hate it so much.
Wow.
My only criticism of that movie is Michael C. Hall, you know, the guy who plays Dexter that we were talking about earlier.
Yep.
What?
Definitely miscast.
Really?
I don't think he fit that role that he did. I think Gerard Butler did a fantastic job, but I don't think Michael C. Hall was the right guy for the villain. So we'll end there.
Fully agree.
Okay.
All right. Did you just throw your mic? God damn it. Looks like some guy's holding it behind him and just
Yeah.
What?
It's fine.
Oh god. Landon, what do you have for your bottom of the barrel? Was that was all lady one? I didn't. Okay, cool.
You got it.
So my number one worst film in 2009 was actually 2012.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
That movie, like, it got me all prepped for what's going to happen in 3 years, and nothing happened in 3 years. It actually happened 8 years later. Another one would actually be Terminator Salvation.
Oh my God!
Fuck you, no.
No, what are you talking about, Chaz? That movie's bullshit.
No, it's not.
Horrible.
The only famous thing that came out of that was the behind the scenes footage of Christian Bale freaking out.
Yes, that is true.
Good for you.
Another one was Jennifer's Body.
Oh shit! Were you just listening to me being like, I kind of like it, and be like,
I got 2 more.
Oh.
The Orphanage. No, sorry, The Orphanage. The Orphan. I didn't like that film.
The Orphan.
I thought it was really weird how they played that off at the end. And the last one. This breaks my heart to say this because I'm a huge X-Men fan.
Damn it!
Was Wolverine.
You took one of mine. X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's
so heartbroken by that.
Yeah, it's low-hanging fruit at this point. And you've got kind of a Hugh Jackman hairdo going right now, if I do say so myself. That curl it's looking very good.
Oh,
but the claws. Can we talk about the CG claws and how god awful they looked when he was clashing them together and like barely touching him and like sparks were shooting out? What are you? And CGI Patrick Stewart. Oh my God! You don't have to CGI him. He doesn't really age.
You know what? And what's his face? Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool.
Ooh.
Really, the only thing that is kind of good that came out of it, because if you can't have Deadpool if you don't have X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah,
it's worth it just for that.
Look, the scene where they're in the elevator going up and Ryan Reynolds is talking, that was actually pretty funny. I liked how Ryan Reynolds played off when he had his mouth, and then as soon as they sewed him up, I'm like, really? But they did a really good job on Sabretooth. Like, they made up for Sabretooth being crap in the original X-Men movie.
Oh,
that is one character I would have liked to see in Logan come back full circle. Leaf Schreiber.
Oh, yes.
Schreiber is good, but I think Tyler Mane was a good Sabretooth as well.
No,
he fit the role.
I'm saying I hated how they played off the relationship between Wolverine and Sabretooth in the first X-Men. Because if you watch the cartoons or if you read the comics, they knew each other. How did they not know each other in the first X-Men movie?
It's a little weird. Yeah.
Well, we could talk all day about X-Men and continuity. God damn it.
So many issues. Start a new show just for that.
And no one's going to talk about the brilliant performance by Will.i.am?
Who?
No, I'm just kidding. You know, when they were like, hey, we don't really care about our characters. Let's throw in an artist. You know, Rihanna and Battleship. Why not?
So.
Is that all you have, Landon?
That's it. I got 5.
Good. 5. Well, I shouldn't say good. Terrible 5. Bad 5.
The worst 5.
Chaz, what do you have for your shit list?
For my shit list?
Mm-hmm.
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen.
Boom.
Yep. 2012, which Landon already took.
Oh.
I know. But, also fuck that movie. Knowing with Nicolas Cage, I thought was fucking awful. It had a cool premise, and then the whole third act happened. I'm like, this is fucking awful. I don't know how you undo that just like that, but here you go. What not to do. Saw 6, I thought was fucking awful for a Saw movie. I like Saw movies too. So that was a lot. And then also the Pink Panther too.
Oh God, yeah, that came out.
Ooh.
So and I'll throw in just another horror movie. My Bloody Valentine 3D. Not the best.
You mean they didn't have 3D, right?
You know when you're watching on TV and like they do the cheesy ass like Friday the 13th Part 3 where it's like towards the camera. 2009, bro. Like maybe it's not the best.
Well, here's what's funny about that. Like, I bet they were thinking, man, this 3D is going to be so good. What in the world is Avatar? What should we be looking at? Oh, shit. Well, okay.
And on the topic of 3D, I actually have 3D TV, like when that was a thing, and I have the 3D glasses, but I own nothing in 3D. So that's totally a fad that should never come back.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 pairs. I don't have anything to watch on them.
Boom.
Like, what do I even do with these glasses?
And Netflix used to offer 3D viewing.
I got nothing.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yep.
Do you anticipate James Cameron, kind of segueing a little bit to Avatar? Do you see them doing 3D technology with the rest of these sequels?
Why are they making sequels? It's fucking 11 years later.
That's not the damn question, Chad. Are they gonna be doing 3D? Because I've heard that he's trying to go for it where you don't even need glasses for the. 3D.
You know what, dude? They're gonna do 4D.
Yeah,
he's gonna elevate it even more.
Well, we have the XD seats. Sorry, Landon, I interrupted you. What'd you say?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, if you have Disney's money, you can do pretty much anything. So.
Is it Disney doing it?
Well, Disney on Fox, so yeah.
Yeah, it's all
coming out of their wallet now.
90% of everything now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys not hear that Disney bought Warner Brothers?
Shut up.
No, we're a movie show. We don't look at that shit. We don't look at any of that.
I mean, it's in Animal Kingdom. There's Pandora literally in Animal Kingdom.
But let's talk about. I've got only 3 shit ones, and then we'll just go through the movies that we've missed.
Right.
You guys have had terrific lists. Thank you, all of you, for this.
Who's had the best though? Let's ask that question.
Why do we have to do that? It's not you.
It's not for you. It's not for you. It's for the guests. We'll ask whoever's watching it.
It's me. I have the best list. How about that?
That's how
humbleness is out the window now.
Gina, who had the best list? Come on, Gina. Come on.
Let me finish mine. Damn it. Okay, X-Men Origins Wolverine. Blah. Land of the Lost. Land of the Lost.
Oh my god.
Will Ferrell, Danny McBride. Jesus Christ. Why were they even trying to remake this one? I remember seeing the original and fuck that one too. And Paul Blart, Mall Cop. Even saying it, like I almost vomited a little bit.
Hey, did you like his cameo? Not really cameo, his part in Hubie Halloween.
His kind of pseudo I'm Paul Blart in this one too.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You saw Hubie Halloween. Everyone's seen it. Can we spoil a little bit?
You spoil away.
You don't want Adam Sandler stands to come after me.
Just go for it.
Yeah, they do a little bit of connecting with Adam Sandler's films. In the first opening scene, the retirement home guy, Ben Stiller, is in an insane asylum now, being the person
Orderly.
for that. Yeah, he's the orderly in there. So he's still involved. And there's characters, I guess there's actors that are kind of being reused that you could kind of use as homages. There's a lot of Happy Gilmore, funny enough, with this. He tries to return to form a little bit. And yes, you have him doing his Paul Blart mall crap.
It's better acting than Uncut Gems, though. I'm just kidding. That's a hot. That's not even a hot take. That's a shit take. Continue.
That's a shit take. That's a shit take. Tekken. They tried to make. This is when they really didn't know what to do with video game adaptations, and they were like, "Let's try Tekken." The kids love Tekken.
No,
I didn't.
No, they don't.
You know what else that year that was like that? Dragon Ball.
Ooh, yep. Dragon Ball sucked too. Any time where they were just like, the kids like it, let's try it, without any like actually looking into the story and trying to build something on it. And Tekken itself is pretty much like Mortal Kombat in a lot of ways.
I think Mortal Kombat has a bigger fan base than Tekken.
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It's like the RC Cola to Mortal Kombat. It just it's Shasta.
Yeah,
not really there.
No, exactly, because like Tekken's more in like, I mean, Tekken's in arcades as Mortal Kombat is as well, but like Tekken, I remember mostly from movie theater arcades. That's all I know Tekken from. I didn't really like look for it, to buy it. So, but Mortal Kombat's a game that I had to actually buy the fuck out of, and I had to go pay money to go see it. So,
I mean, that song alone is killer.
Nice. She loved Mortal Kombat too.
I have an observation. Are you done with your list, Patrick?
Yep, I am done. We can all talk freely and openly about all the other movies that happened this year.
I am very surprised Avatar was not on any of our lists.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, man.
I thought it would be on one of our lists.
Truly mediocre.
Maybe in the I don't. There's not a good category that I put for somebody to be able to. If it was like dated films or like ones where we've now kind of come to understanding that like this was much more of a technology film and that's what made people love it, was the 3D being immersed into the world of Pandora But when you look at the story, it's pretty Pocahontas. It doesn't do much.
Well, I look at it this way as like, okay, so it's one of those top films. That's like me saying Titanic, or that's me saying Avengers Endgame. Everybody knows what it is. So let's just name movies that people really might not know what they are that are really good.
Oh,
I would say it doesn't even compare to those. It's like the highest grossing, least impactful film of all time.
Right?
Like it made all the money, but no one gives a shit about it. And like James Cameron has taken that as I will make 6 more. And everybody's like, no, we were just excited about giant blue people and like 3D shit. And it was that. But like Titanic, for as not as revolutionary as a story to be told it was, like culturally, everyone knew Titanic. Like, it, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, same guy. Like, it didn't change anything about movies. It just was this thing, and then we all moved on from it.
I'm just glad it introduced like hair sex.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy about that.
I'm very happy about that. Like my split ends, could actually be used for something.
I mean.
Last time there was a giant blue person introduced to the screen, it was kind of R-rated.
Watchmen.
Yeah, there's so many blue people this year.
Yeah.
They're all blue in themselves.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this Disney spending $500 million to build an Avatar theme park that nobody goes to?
No, it's in Animal Kingdom. No one cares. Nothing happens there.
What's Animal Kingdom?
Exactly.
One of the parks. It's the least interesting park because you can't get as drunk as you can at Epcot. It's as boring as far as rides. But I will say the Expedition Everest, kick-ass ride. That's worth the price of admission. But there's nothing that happens in Pandora except for a bunch of like black light stuff glows. That's it.
It's like one of those mini golf things that's inside of a bowling alley that like they've done on the side, and it's like, look, we've painted a ton of glow in the dark stuff.
Yeah. Pandora is laser tag. That's fine.
That's awesome.
That's a great reference.
So that's the reason.
Yeah.
The Time Traveler's Wife. It wasn't a bad one.
It happened.
It happened. What else came out? Oh, a Street Fighter movie came out. What the hell, people?
Really? They had 3 films that came out that year.
Yeah, what the Princess and the Frog. Nobody's talked about Princess and the Frog yet.
Never seen it.
Watched that for the first time last night. It's just The Little Mermaid, just kind of different. Like
hot take.
All the good parts are Little Mermaid-esque, and all the bad parts are not. Like it's those are the best parts. Or anytime it reminds you of The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
What, Chaz?
Chaz, would you like to say something?
What happened?
Landon's is more on topic. Mine's a whole different tangent. Landon, go ahead.
Is it about what happened with the Hangover screening?
No, that's after.
Okay, Patreon.
I forgot one of Chris Evans' first superhero films came out that year. Push.
Wolverine came out.
No, it's Chris Evans.
Oh.
Push. Push. Which was horrible, but
I never saw that. No.
It was bad. Go, Chaz. I'm sorry, I didn't even cut you off.
Well, you didn't cut me off. You're introducing a movie. This is kind of relevant because it's Halloween and it's kind of a horror film with Liam Neeson and Christina Ricci.
Oh, I saw that last night.
Ricky. Afterlife, which I think is underrated. It got criticized galore, but I had fun watching that when it was on Netflix way back in the day.
Well, Fast and Furious came back too this year.
Oh boy,
Tokyo Drift.
It's
That's
like
so cool.
The Fast and Furious.
Yeah. No, they were like, we'll take off the and we'll just say Fast and Furious.
That's what they did.
People will get it.
It's so just give us your money.
Were they fighting like super terrorist organizations in this movie, or was that later?
They didn't go full Mission Impossible yet. This was them doing one big scheme.
Okay.
Like one last thing, and they went through the tunnels in Mexico. It was like a drug trade thing. It's like of the I consider there being 2 parts to the Fast and Furious franchise. There's the first half that was like, we're going to Tokyo Drift and we're ending it with kind of a shit note with Fast and Furious. And then we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson showing up and making things better. Like just making things better.
I got that.
He does.
There's also Enter the Void, which is a Gaspar Noé's film, which I will say is artsy fartsy guy like Lars von Trier. So if you don't want to watch some weird ass shit,
Okay.
wouldn't recommend. But it's pretty visually like, what the fuck am I watching? It's pretty great in that sense.
What about Lovely Bones? You guys never mentioned that one.
So I
remember
never
that
saw it, but I read the book and it made me not want to watch the movie. I did that book person thing where I'm like, I'm better than it. But
Speaking of books, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs also
that?
came out. Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Yeah.
A Christmas Carol. Oh. Yeah.
Guys, we're forgetting about the most important movie ever.
Oh.
Okay.
God, what? I'm so afraid when you lead it up like that.
The Human Centipede.
Oh my gosh.
That came out this year? Oh no.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Oh no.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Oh.
I think I actually read the backstory behind that, and they were like, what's the most effed up thing we could ever do to someone, a murder or something? They're like, sew their mouth to someone's butt. And that's what you do.
Have him be like, feed him!
Oh,
Oh, it's deeply upsetting.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Deeply.
Yep.
Okay, so I gotta tell you a story. So
Oh no. Oh boy.
Speaking of Human Centipede.
I met this girl, and it was like our second date, and she invited me to her house, and she's like, hey, I got a movie for us to watch tonight. I was like, oh, sweet, okay, I'm excited for this. And it was a Human Centipede. That was our second date. She showed me that movie.
Oh no.
Was she like, let's try this?
What?
Nope.
On a scale of reckless, what was she? Was she like maybe steal from a grocery store, or was she like grab a cop's gun crazy?
She was.
To start you off with the Human Centipede is a little rough.
You know what? She was really, really rich. Like she had a mansion. She took me to Rodeo every week.
So this is like one of those things like Django Unchained where they just have a bunch of people fighting in a room.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty much throw a knife in the middle and see who wins. But no, it was
My dad's banquet party was based off this one.
This is day 2 of like a lot then, right?
Did you go on another date? That's the
yeah.
That's the big question. Did things work out after?
No, she got married someone else.
But there's something before then. Did you say I'm not coming over again? Was there was there a second date?
She's taking me to Rhodesia every week. I'm not going to say no to that.
I wouldn't trust any food she's giving you at that point.
For me.
Oh my god.
Guys, Hannah Montana came out as well. The movie.
Gosh.
Oh.
I think that's more terrifying than Human Centipede.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Night of the Museum Battle of the Smithsonian came out.
Hey, I love that year too. That was a good film.
The Men Who Stare at Goats came out.
The Cove came out.
But other than that, this is a pretty wrapped up year. I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah. There's no sleepers.
Chaz, are you sure you don't want to tell the story, or do we really have to wait?
You have to wait, dude. You like once I start telling the story, you're gonna be like, "Oh fuck, there's no way."
Okay,
maybe
right.
I mean maybe like you could have aired it, but like also like my own dignity, where I'm just like I can't. Like if like for example, the cancel
you keep saying
culture,
this word dignity, but you threatened to send a nude to every single guest on our show. So at this point, it's like, where's the line? We'll find out.
The line is like. The cancel culture, if they ever hear this story, like this would definitely come back up with like this guy's fucked up humor kind of a thing. So,
all right, then maybe we won't put it on the Patreon. Yeah. Jesus.
Oh boy. What a teaser.
Then let's just wrap this
I was 14.
up.
I was 14 though, so I mean, I don't know if that's an excuse for anything, but I also
we don't know why. We don't know what that means. If anything, that made it 10 times worse. I was 11 at the time.
All the years I've known Chaz, I've learned not to push it too far. Just let it go.
Frankly, everyone on the bus was fine afterwards. Like, you have no context as to what exactly happened, though.
Oh, no.
Well, you guys will within the next 10 minutes probably. So.
Oh boy.
Perfect.
Well, let's wrap this up by saying I am so happy that I got to have Landon, Lady One on the show. Thank you so much. You guys fucking killed it. This was a great episode and a great send off to the 2000s. Lady One, where can the people find you?
So you can find me on Twitter at the Lady One. That's WAN, like it says. And then I'm on Screen Fix Podcasts. You can find us anywhere podcasts are found. We fix movies. We talk a lot of shit about movies, have some crazy ideas for how to change them up, but it's all in good fun.
Thank you so much. And Landon, you are working on a film, What I Should Have Said. When can we expect this coming out?
That's a good question. Hopefully probably next Christmas. I might have 2 films out end of next year. I'm gonna have hopefully What I Should Have Said will be out by next Christmas, and then I'm having a horror feature film I'm working with 6 other directors on.
Ooh.
That will be out by next Halloween.
Very, very cool.
Cool.
And Chaz, of course, thank you for being on this journey with me, for telling your stories, whether they're on air or not, and for just everything you're doing, man. Over and under Artists Exposed. What do you have going on?
New episode's out today, actually, with Megan Ashley. It was actually really cool because she has cystic fibrosis, so it was kind of fun learning about how she handles that with acting. But yeah, that's it. You can also find me at Patrick's website. Been writing some reviews there. Bly Manor, check it out.
We have been reviewing like loons lately, and it's been super fun working with you on this. You guys can follow us on PatrickBeattyReviews.com, Gaggle of Geeks. We're on everywhere. And you can find me hopefully every Friday on ABC4 Good Things Utah, talking about some of the movies and the reviews that we're doing. Once again, I want to thank all of my guests for coming on, and we will see you at the next review.
Sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. Keep the change, you filthy animal.